All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer. I'm with Brandman Brandon down there, Brian the Grizzly over here, and we're gonna talk about the Penguin episode 4. A all Sofia episode.
Mhm.
All Sofia episode, which was awesome. So good.
Yeah.
So good. It's just and then I afterward, though I don't know how you guys feel. I sat back and I thought about I'm like, so it's a spin-off show about in the Batman universe, but it's about Penguin and an episode that's not even about the Penguin. It's about like Sophia. So it's like
Mhm.
you are so far removed from the Batman in this episode, but it doesn't matter because it's good. And that's all that matters. It's when it helps the story, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah. But with that being said, Brandman, what you think about today's or yesterday's episode?
That's actually the first thing I was gonna talk about. I like that this show is not just world building in the Matt Reeves universe, but it's character building too, which I think is
Mhm.
really compelling. It's one of my favorite things about the show. And even last week, we got to learn more about the character of Victor.
Right.
And this time it was a complete deep dive into Sophia. We kind of learned the method behind her madness. It was a deep dive into her psyche and why she is how she is, which I really appreciated. It made me kind of connect with the character a little more. And not just from a narrative and character standpoint, but from an aesthetic standpoint, a lot of things that they did, with just kind of like the visuals, the use of atmosphere, like the scene with her
Mhm.
in Arkham Asylum, kind of like peeling away the wallpaper, little things like that,
It's crazy because that
you
all ended up being that room that she grew up in,
the room
the
that
one that
she
she
grew up
saw
in, yeah,
saw her
you
mother.
know yeah, like the atmosphere, of Arkham, the music, it had like very much a claustrophobic feel, so which kind of helped to feel what she was feeling, especially in the Arkham scenes.
Mhm.
Arkham itself, I really kind of felt connected with Arkham like it was a character all its own too. Just as much as Gotham is its own character. I think that this show kind of set up stakes for Oz, what's going to happen with him here now that Sophia's really hip to what's going on. It's I'm very invested in terms of story and character on this show, which I think is amazing. Yeah, that's what I was really impressed. And the last couple minutes where Kristen Milioti is just allowed to perform, like that whole monologue she does at the end was just absolutely incredible. This is really, I think this is going to blow a lot of doors open for her as an actress, because we just knew her as a comedic presence before this. And or she was mostly known as a comedic presence before
Mhm.
this. So I'm this really like put her on my radar just to observe.
Mhm. As a, like she can do drama and do it well,
Yeah,
you know.
very
Yeah.
well. Like she's going like step to step with Colin Farrell. We thought this was
Yeah.
just going to be his show, but it's just as much hers as it is his.
Mhm.
You
Agreed.
know,
Agreed. Okay. What are you, Brian? What you think about the episode?
So me personally love the episode. I love the intrigue with Sophia, just her being one thing and turning into another, and then the shock therapy scenes were just
Oh man.
intense, and seeing like what's his name, Julian Rush, kind of how he felt bad, but first he was on their side and started to see what they're really doing and telling the doctors do not do this and all that stuff. It was really intriguing. Seeing Magpie, that was really
Oh,
interesting too.
oh man.
And then seeing how Sophia just destroys Magpie, like,
Mhm.
and that's the instant you knew she changed. And
Mhm.
then now you see all she went through, and then realize it went on for 10 years.
Mhm.
Really gave you insights into Sophia, and you made you feel like you can root for her, and that once again Oz is the bad guy, but then really her father's the bad guy, because Oz looked like he really did want her not to go to Arkham, like he
Mhm.
really did want to try to fight for her.
Mhm.
So this is really going to be interesting going forward. what happens between these two people.
Speaking of which, we're just gonna have Mark Strong in all iterations of live action DC, aren't we?
Oh yeah, that's true because he was Sinestro.
Yeah, but I don't know how long he's gonna last.
At this point, just bring him back as Sinestro for the Lantern series, right?
So I think he dies very soon. But it's funny because the way they do it.
Well, you think Mark Strong dies soon?
Yes.
What?
I mean, like we see him. I think that we see that they killed because I don't know. Did we know
Wait, Mark Strong, the person?
Her father, right? No.
Oh yeah, he's dead already, man.
Yeah,
no. But
he's dead from in the movie.
Did we know how he died?
Didn't he get sniped?
Carmine,
Yeah.
I think that we're going to find out what happens because
he dies in the movie. I forgot how though.
He dies in the movie.
He got shot
in the movie. Yeah.
I thought that we were going to see like that Nadia, the Maronis did have a hand in it. So like it's going to be a lot. The war is going to be bigger. Than
he
we
was
even
in Shazam.
He was in Shazam. Yeah, you're right.
You're right. Too.
Yeah. In every DC iteration, huh? But it's a lot going on, and I just think, man, it's intense, and you understand what they're doing a good job putting you in someone else's shoes and understand how you feel in that situation. So, but I can see why other people will say that it's a sidetrack. It is slow. This is a slow burn. This really is, because if you're talking about this being the Penguin, you only have so many episodes of the Penguin. Having a whole episode with him not really in it, like he's in it, but he's not really in it, and doesn't really further the story until she kills the rest of the family. It really, doesn't really go that far. So, yeah, it's very interesting, and I enjoyed watching her, just being a great actress.
Yeah. So real quick, so Kevin bro, people have been telling me to watch this show. Been telling me this show is a slow burn and mostly talking no action, giving Andor vibes. No, because stuff happens.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think they really, like Brandman said, it's you build these characters, and you help build this world, and everything is all put together so well, where like with Sofia, like you didn't really care. I'm like, oh, she's gonna be in the show, okay, whatever. Now, like Brian said, like you're rooting for this person. You're like, yes, like kill them all, like like you need a win, and it. I get why, like Brian said, I get why people are saying it's a slow burn. I don't think it is, because for me, a slow burn means it's boring at times, because then it's moving slowly. Like Andor was moving very slowly for me. This is like,
but the story hasn't moved on. The main story really hasn't moved on, besides the fact that she killed a lot of the family in this episode. But that's all happened in the last 3 minutes. So I can understand why people are saying it, but it is.
Remember, this is only episode 4 of 9. I think 9. So we're only halfway through. But you gave us a backstory to Sofia, who's pretty much like the other main character in the show. You gave us the backstory to Vic, who's one of the bigger side characters, of the show, and we already know about Penguin, and we're still learning more about him as we go, so we're 4 episodes in, halfway through, and we know everyone's backstory. So now I think the second half of the season is, now you can really get the story really taken off, because we set it up, with the drugs, this person did this kind of stuff. But I feel like you have to do things like that with brand new characters. These characters we never seen in the movie, that the show came from. So, you gotta build that, and you gotta do it in a way where it's entertaining. And I think they've done that really well with good actors. The guy playing Vic and the woman playing Sofia, They're
Mhm.
both really great, with it. But and then even for me, like what Brandman was saying is like how not Gotham, Arkham felt like its own kind of thing. I got that too, because when she was there and everything was just happening so fast and everything was so chaotic, and
Mhm.
and it really made it seem like she's going crazy,
Yeah,
and the
it
way it was shot, the way it felt, it was great.
which was awesome because I don't think I've ever really gotten that, through, like, any versions of, Arkham in live action. I don't think
Mm.
we've seen, if memory serves me correctly, we haven't really seen that much of Arkham in other live action movies. I can't really
That's the
remember.
video game. I think only the
Video
Yeah,
video
game
the
game.
video
alive,
game, I think that's the most we've
comics,
seen in the
yeah,
animated series, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We only saw little, like, Arkham very much here and there in the Nolan verse. I think the most we saw of it was, in Batman Begins,
Oh yeah.
and, um, like, here and there in in the Schumacher movies. I don't really remember seeing too
I
much
don't
of it in
really
the Burton
remember.
movies.
No, I don't remember too much of it,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, being able to show Arkham, like that,
Like
and
that.
granted, it was a women only side of Arkham. Um,
Mhm.
I was as the first time I heard the other woman across the cell talk, I'm like, are they gonna do the Harley Quinn thing? And they didn't. I'm like,
I thought it
good.
was Harley too.
Right? Okay, it was Magpie, who I have
Right.
no idea if she's in the comics or anything. I'd never heard this
Mhm.
person before.
Yeah, I'm not
Where did I
sure if
see
Yeah,
her? I did see her somewhere.
yeah. Well, I know a movie's coming out called Magpie. So I, I'm like, I don't know if that has that. Oh, I know it doesn't have anything to do with it, but I thought it was kind of like funny. Um, but the actress looked familiar, but I thought just the way she was talking, I'm like, are they gonna really do Harley Quinn right now? And
Mhm.
they did it. And I'm like, thank God.
Yeah,
You
I was
know,
like, "Thank goodness." Yeah,
yeah. And but I loved that character too, because it was legit. The walls are talking to Sophia. You know
mhm.
what I mean? They keep calling her Hangman, even though she's not. So it's like she's talking through the
Isn't
walls. It's like the actual walls keep keep poking at her. Like, oh, Hangman, Hangman, are you there, Hangman? And it was like it was
I
and
I
it was
feel like
so well.
Magpie's in Batman. Like I think she's a Batman villain. We gotta look it up. I'm not. If someone got a chance to look it up,
I
I
didn't
feel
get a
like
chance to look
Magpie
it up.
is a Batman villain.
Dang, yeah. Emmy of the Batman with obsessions of shiny objects. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Margaret Pye loves shiny things. That was weird.
It's interesting to see Summer Gleason show up in there too.
the Rogues Gallery. Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was. Yeah, they did it really,
I mean,
really, really well.
how did you guys feel with Abby? And she was like, "Kill me, kill me,
Oh
please kill
man.
me, please kill me," and then she starts stabbing herself. I was like,
Yeah,
"What
yeah.
Yeah,
the? Oh
yeah.
my god!"
But it just goes to show you like how because Arkham is not a good place, and it's not a
Mhm.
good place because that's where bad guys go. It's not a good place because y- it's so corrupt and it's so messed up. Like legit, like she's the only one that noticed. Like, hey, she's not chained up. She's not chained up.
Mhm.
And it took me a second. I'm like, what is she talking about? I'm like, oh shit, everyone is chained up. So like she can come up and like
And do something.
stab her,
Yeah.
do something,
Mhm.
and
Well,
then they use
and
that against her. They're like,
yeah.
"Oh, why do you think she wasn't chained up? You think somebody did it on purpose?" Uh-huh. Like, so it was like
Mhm.
it made it feel like, no, you're crazy, and we're gonna prove you're crazy by making you crazy, kind of
Mhm.
thing, and all of that was done so well where I was legit glued to the screen this entire episode. Like I legit had the baby in one hand and on my phone watching it on my home because it was so
Yeah,
entertaining.
I don't even think I looked at my phone at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Well, I was watching it on my phone, so
Yeah.
but yeah,
I watched it
Um,
twice. So yeah.
mhm.
yeah. I mean, just yeah, everything about it. And then she, at the end. with her, and it's her and the family and stuff like that. Like it's
I mean, she takes the little
yeah,
girl and she saves
yeah,
her life, and then basically kills everybody else.
Mhm.
Oh, you all wrong me, so I want to poison you.
yeah, yeah. I mean, just a quick turn of events where it's like she finds out that the dad pretty much killed her mom,
Mhm.
and then it just went off the rails after that, where it's like, oh, you're crazy too. I'm gonna send you to Arkham like I did your mom and blah blah blah. And yeah, it's just like everything this for Sophia just goes from I'm gonna be next in line to run the family to
You're
they want
taking
me
it as a
dead.
fall for everybody.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So it's just damn. Like I get it. I get why she wants to kill everybody. But yeah.
You think Gia Vidi comes back? I think she's the one that's a killing. I think like she's the one that's a killing her. Like literally gets
The
through
little girl.
everything. Yeah, the little girl's the one who's going Gia, the one who's going to end up killing her at the end. She kills everyone else, and she's the top of the family. Sophia is it, and Gia is the one who kills her.
I can see it. When you revenge, you killed my mom.
This is for my
Type of thing.
family. Yeah, you kill my yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I can see it. I can see Joker killing her too.
Mhm.
So
I
I
don't
don't
think
know. I don't know
I
how
don't
it's
think
gonna
they bring
turn
the
into it.
Joker in. They're not going to
Not
bring the
Joker. I'm
Joker
sorry.
in.
Not Joker. I keep saying Joker. Penguin.
Oh, okay.
Penguin kills her. Because they have a connection. But if he's the one that does the final blow, because now the family's pretty much gone. So like now it's kind of one on one, more or less.
Mhm.
Um, so
She has people that work for her right now, so that's it.
yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. I know it has to end with Penguin being in charge, becoming the Penguin, becoming the
Becoming the
dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
Does
but
it?
I don't know how. I mean, I
Because
would assume so, but yeah.
Mhm.
season 1, season 2. And one more Oz, and one more Victor. And I'm wondering how long Dr. Julian Rush is going to be in it.
Ooh,
Mhm.
maybe a little
'Cause
bit here and there.
I think Johnny Vitti and Gia, since they're the only Vittis left,
Yeah,
stick together. And Gia will be like a forgotten afterthought. And I think somehow she kills Sophia.
that'd be interesting.
Mhm.
That'd be interesting. You know, I can see it though, and she like is okay with it. She's like,
I
you deserve
understand.
it.
I understand. You got
Yeah.
me. I was slipping, and I understand.
Yeah, I'm asking myself if Sophia's going to survive this season. It's starting to look less and less likely.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it. I don't think she does, but we'll see. But we want to hear from you guys. If you're watching on the replay, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about the Penguin so far. This episode, with Sophia. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us live every Monday and Thursday, where we talk about Penguin movie reviews, trailer reactions, all the other fun nerdy stuff we like to talk about. But we appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with us. And if you are watching live, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night.